Ahoy, peace and blessings. Welcome back. Today we're talking about the real creation story. The parts of the creation story everybody leaves out. Alright, very few angels were here during the actual creation of this universe. Alright, there's new angels born every day. You get what I'm saying? There's angels who are very, very old. Okay, ultimately, it gets to a point where it doesn't matter, right? Because there's time travel. Time travel is very important with the creation of the universe. There's a lot of beings who really break the laws of the universe, the status quo of the universe, how humans see it. You get what I mean? God obviously breaks the rules of the universe, right? Jesus breaks the rules of the universe. Angels can break the rules of the universe, right? Demons can break the rules of the universe. Higher dimensional beings, aliens can kind of break the rules of the universe, right? Up to a certain point. Where a lot of things don't matter, age and things like that stops mattering. Because, beings can time travel, beings can stop time and things like that. But the real creation story starts with nothing. Okay, you really have to understand what nothing is. If I were to say, show me an example of nothing, you really wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, even air is something, right? There's oxygen in the air. Things we're breathing out in the air. There's clouds. There's all kinds of stuff in the air. Right? Nothing, right, barely exists. Nothing doesn't exist on Earth. You get what I mean? Only in like our spirits, our souls, if we choose to astral travel to where there actually is nothing. But in human 3D, you get what I mean? Mundane reality, right? There is no such thing as nothing. Right? You can't give me nothing, right? It'll always be air. Right? Air is very important, very powerful. Right? People are born under air signs. Air is a very powerful element. Right? Air and nothing isn't the same thing. So the real creation story starts nowhere. Okay? Again, this is a concept which is strange to humans, the limitations of our words, right? Nowhere, again, doesn't exist for a human. Right, but there are places that are actually nowhere. The real creation story started nowhere, and it started from nothing, right? No thing. The closest representation of this is zero. That's still not what it is, but it's a very, very close human representation of nothing and nowhere, right? It's zero. If you understand, most creation stories, right? God created the earth. God created the heaven, right? God created the universe, things like that, right? So that means, right, God is not from the universe. God is not from the earth. God is not from heaven, right? God is really from nowhere, but nowhere is the actual place, right? This is like some very, very highly spiritual things, like a very highly spiritual concept. This is like beyond the simulation. You know what I mean? This is like developer mode. You know what I mean? Very few angels even know about this. This is an actual place, right? If I said show me nowhere, right, you might just show me a place with no civilization or something, right? It's still on the earth. It's still somewhere, right? If I said show me nothing, right, most people just point at the air or something, right? Point at space or something. But these are still things, right? These are still places, right? Creation happened in the true essence of nowhere and nothing, right? And there's angels who know about this, right? Because we can time travel, because we can time travel, right? We've time traveled there. You get what I mean? And it starts not it makes complete sense, but just the order of it, right? But this is the real order of it. When you take away as much time traveling that the story still makes sense. You get what I mean? So there was nowhere, right? And there was nothing there. This is how it goes, right? If you were to go there, right, you would see nowhere, right? And you would see two nothings, right? These nothing beings, right? Imagine this is like a void, right? A true void, though. When people think of void, they think of black and darkness, right? This is before darkness. This is before black. This is before white. You get what I'm saying? This is before everything, literally, right? It was only nowhere and nothing, right? But it was like a nothing A, right? And it was nothing B, right? Like like if you were there, you could say, oh, and you could see it, right? Like you're in developer mode. You get what I'm saying? You could say that's nothing A, that's nothing B, or that's the nothing that's over there, and that's the nothing that's over there, right? But again, these are nowhere, but right, when you're there, you can describe it though. You get what I mean? That's how you describe it, right? Nowhere is a description of it already, right? Nothing is a description already, right? So life really comes from nowhere. You know, life comes from nothing, right? Making something out of nothing. And literally, because it's there, like, has no choice but to, like, it's like a side effect of nothing. It's a side effect of nowhere. Again, because there's, like, time travelers, right? Because we view time as linear, right? God says he's the Alpha and the Omega, right? Time is not linear at all. You get what I mean? Like, the end happened first. You get what I mean? The first thing happened at the, you know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. Right? It only matters in these worlds, right? On these planets and in these bodies, right? It matters like trillions of years later and stuff like that, because people just want to live their life. And people gotta experience things, right? Whatever God doing, God be doing all kinds of shit, you know? But once you reach a certain point, you know, it really don't matter, because we can all time travel. You get what I'm saying? It really don't matter what happened when, and is that going to happen next? Or, you know, we have complete control of life, right? We can create life. We have complete control of creation, right? We're in creator mode, developer mode. But this was creator and developer mode, right? At the actual beginning, how humans see it. So this nothing A, right, was God, right? And this nothing B was goddess, right? But this was before even like they had forms, right? This was before it was actually God, right? They were androgynous, right? They didn't have sex yet. They didn't have gender yet. You get what I mean? They didn't have masculine or feminine energy yet, right? They were both androgynous beings, right? Androgynous nothing. But again, because of time travelers, right? I was in the nothing that was God, right? But there was another nothing that was goddess. You know what I'm saying? It was Astra, right? It was God's wife. You know what I'm saying? I was in the nothing that was God, right? There was a bunch of other angels there because we time traveled there. We time traveled there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to it. We time traveled and was hiding in God. You know, because we just want to know the truth. You get what I'm saying? And that's how like we remain and shit like that, right? So for a very, very long time, right? It was just nothing and nowhere for a very long time, right? But once you start describing it, right? It was two different nothings, right? It was God and goddess, right? And they weren't doing anything, right? They were doing nothing. God gives us a lot of privacy, right? God's, you know, doesn't know we're there, right? Either you can view it as God's pretending he doesn't know we're there, or God really doesn't know we're there, right? But God really just focusing on what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Like this whole creation story, right? God really trying to raise up goddess, right? But this is how he doing it. You get what I'm saying? This is really what we watching, right? The angels that's in him, right? His seeds and shit. Like really his seeds, right? And goddess has her, you get what I'm saying? Her offspring and stuff as well, right? Hiding in her. You know what I'm saying? The same thing happening, right? And they're still in nothing, right? Nothing happened yet. You get what I'm saying? Nothing happened yet. So God, right? There's nothing being, right? Notices this other nothing. Right, because they start getting closer in the nothing, the void. They start getting closer, right? It's like magnetism. You get what I'm saying? It's real magnetism. The same way the angels, we were like attracted to God. We time traveled all this shit, broke the rules of reality and shit on some magnetism, right? Just straight magnetism. Like we was attracted to, you know, we attracted to knowledge. We attracted to the truth. You get what I'm saying? Before light, before You know what I'm saying? Divinity. It was just the truth, right? We want to know the truth. So like God was attracted to goddess, right? God starts like humming and singing, right? But this is before like humming and singing, right? He really just started vibrating, right? The nothing start like moving up and down. It's like a wave. Like imagine a void. Like God becomes like a wave almost. He starts, but he really singing to her. Like he humming. You know what I'm saying? He humming, right? On some like he trying to be all smooth and shit. He humming. He just humming. Goddess started dancing, right? So God pretty much singing. Goddess started dancing, right? It's their first little interaction, right? But they ain't even got bodies yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like nothing was doing this. You get what I'm saying? Like nothing was doing this. Like, but they start, you know, like start, you know what I'm saying, vibrating together pretty much. They start moving together, dancing together, right? But like, you know, guys like humming, you know what I'm saying? This is, they still don't even have bodies yet though. I hope y'all understand this, right? But it's like a energy, it's like a vibration. They're doing that. They're doing that for a super long time, right? Eventually, right? Goddess, right? And they're still nowhere. They're still nothing, right? In the same way, like if you look at it, there's two nothings. Now the nothings are like moving, right? Because if you were to go there, right, your frame of reference would be you. You get what I'm saying? In the same way on Earth, your frame of reference is you. So if you were to go there, you see, oh, the nothing is really moving up and down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or there's nothing like oscillating or something. Or nothing vibrating. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a frame of reference, right? If you were to time travel and go there, right, you'd have a frame of reference. You know what I'm saying? So goddess end up saying like, hey, to God, right? You know what I'm saying? Goddess says, hey to God, right? God leaves. You know what I'm saying? God leaves. Like, God's like, hold that thought. He leaves and makes like the universe pretty much. He makes a whole lot of darkness. God leaves, makes a whole lot of dark. He still doesn't even have a body yet, right? They get this right in the Christian, you know what I'm saying, creation story. He doesn't even have a body yet, right? He makes a whole lot of darkness. Boom. Goes back to goddess, right? As a gift to the goddess. You know what I'm saying? He makes the whole universe as a gift to the goddess, because this is white. Like, he had time, you know what I'm saying? As a guy, he already know this is white. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that though. The angels don't know that shit. Right? Most of the angels don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? We still just, we really kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We like bad, bruh. A lot of angels be bad. If you see a baby angels be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was bad. We was like spying on them and shit. We wanted to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? But, like, God didn't care. You know what I'm saying? This is how he made life. You know what I'm saying? So God make the whole universe, right? Go back to goddess. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. God go back to goddess, right? As a gift. You know what I'm saying? God gives goddess the whole universe as a gift, right? So God made the universe, right? But goddess gave him the inspiration. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole reason in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying, they all in love. This is like love at first, you know what I'm saying? It's like pure, like twin flame love, like divine love energy. They just start exploring the universe, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no stars yet, there ain't no planets yet, there ain't no moons yet, there ain't no bodies yet. Like, it was just nothing, nowhere, the void. Now it's darkness. So when God went to make the universe, right, when God left goddess, right, the angels who was in God, right, like, they was already like having kids and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's like true love. You know what I'm saying? This is before bodies, right? Like, this is before you needed bodies to make a kid. People who got astral kids and kids in the astral realm, stuff like that, they know what I'm talking about. You just really need love. You know what I'm saying? That love was already there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing they really made was like song, dance, love. You know what I'm saying? The first thing they really made was love, really. You know what I'm saying? From nothing, from nowhere. Without a body. You know what I'm saying? This is before souls, this is before spirits. You know what I'm saying? The angel souls who was in him, again, was there because time traveling, right? It was really breaking the rules. But they ain't had no soul yet. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to understand this in a linear way, though, right? They ain't had no souls yet. They ain't had no spirits yet. They ain't had no body yet. Right? But the angels did because they time traveled there to experience it with God. You know what I'm saying? To experience with goddess, right? Her kids was doing that shit too. It's really both their kids, right? But it's people who take after God, it's people who take after goddess, right? That's what I'm really trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's really they kids, right? It's just people who take it more after God, people who take more after goddess, right? But this was before, again, this was before there was even God and goddess, right? There was androgynous, because they ain't had no body yet. There was androgynous, right? This is just how the energy happened, right? Either one of them could have became God or goddess. That's how the energy happened. You get what I'm saying? It was an inspiration, right? It was like a creator, right? Creators need inspiration. You get what I'm saying? That's how that shit went, right? So when God left guys making the universe, right? They already having kids and shit. They already in love and shit. So some of the angels start coming out of God. You get what I'm saying? The angels who time traveled there to become like his seed and shit. Like some of the first, these are like the first angels. You get what I'm saying? So God making the universe, expanding the universe, right? Some of the angels like, I'm just stay right here in this part of the universe, right? They start copying God and shit the same way God was doing nothing for a long ass time and shit, right? Angels are doing that now in like darkness. Like, I'm gonna just wait over here, right? Angels will be having wives and shit too, husbands and shit. So angels be waiting, mimicking God. You know what I'm saying? Mimicking our parents and shit. So angels taking like dark bodies, right? Because God made darkness first, right? And just off the inspiration of God. That's why like a lot of people would say like feminine energy be more dark energy, right? But God was making that shit off the inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men and a lot of women, like a lot of his kids was taking dark energies at first, right? Like Lilith time traveler and shit. But Lilith was there. You know what I'm saying? Lilith time traveled and was there and made a dark body. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of angels making dark bodies, right? Because that's all there was, right? It was just darkness. But that was a really good thing, right? Because at first it was nothing, right? Angels wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Angels was waiting around for stuff to happen, right? But then once darkness was made, it was like, oh, we got something to play with. We got something to use. We can build with it. We can, you know what I'm saying, experience it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just y'all now, right? It's not just mom and dad now. It's a place now. Yeah, right? We don't got to live inside y'all. We don't got to be y'all seeds and y'all eggs and shit. Y'all ideas, right? We can have somewhere to stay. We can make our own places and shit. We can do what y'all was doing in the void, right? In nothing. We can do that now in darkness. Angels was doing that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time traveling and shit going on, right? Angels start making other shit, right? God start making other shit. God go back. The God is right. They start living in darkness and shit. Start making shit. God start making shit. God start making shit. Right? A whole bunch of kids was made, right? A whole bunch of angels and shit was made just off love. You know what I'm saying? People who took after God. People who took after goddess. You know what I'm saying? That's really how the creation story went though, right? It was literally just beings, you know what I'm saying, making shit out of love. You know what I'm saying? The whole universe is a gift to goddess type shit. The whole universe was God's gift, you know what I'm saying, to goddess, right? Because at first they was living in literally like a void, right? They're void beings. They're really not even aliens. Like the void is like, it's in this dimension though. It's not even on no higher dimension shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like right outside this dimension. You get what I'm saying? Like imagine your house, like right, your street though, like right outside your house. It's like that. Like the universe was your house. The void is literally the street. Like the void is like right there. You get what I'm saying? But it's like it'd be like bad weather. You get what I'm saying? I imagine like, yeah, the void is just your street, but it's like raining. You get what I'm saying? Like real bad. It's like raining real bad or something. Like right, you ain't gonna go outside. So people be staying here because the weather be so bad in a void. But that's just, it's like we living in a place where it's always raining. It's always bad weather or something. You know what I'm saying? To us, right? Because we're not from there. You know what I'm saying? We not from the void, right? There's like void beings, right? Like God got us. You know what I'm saying? Those are really the only two. They're from the actual void, right? Some of us be from darkness, right? Before light was made. Right? Some of us be after, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like hella years, because God be stopping time. It's probably been like trillions of years and shit. Start making light, start making planets, and you know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop making like dark beings, right? Because he was like, they had so much love, right? But people were starting to look the same. It was starting to be the same everywhere. Like how grays see everything was starting to be a whole lot of darkness. Like it was just darkness everywhere. But like again, like if you are an observer, if you was there, you could like point out the differences between the darkness, right? This a masculine darkness, this a feminine darkness, this a younger darkness, this a older darkness, this like a north darkness, this a south darkness, this a east, what, you know what I'm saying? This a darkness more like 99% God, 1% God, this is a 98% God, 2% God, this is a 97% God, 3%, you know what I'm saying? You could point out the darknesses, right? Because you are there, you are an observer. But starting getting to the point where like they was trying to make different type of kids and shit, right? Because niggas wasn't like time traveling there. You know what I'm saying? Like very few spirits can time travel for real. Niggas wasn't time traveling and becoming his kids and shit. So niggas start making light and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta start making all bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to have different kids. You know what I'm saying? So the kids can take inspiration from them. That's why like a lot of angels you'll see like they may have like similar voices or similar characteristics, or you know what I'm saying? Niggas be acting that motherfucking same for real. Like niggas be twins, like the twin flame shit. Imagine twins, but like I'm saying like 30, 40, you know what I'm saying? like he was having like 30 or 40 twins, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas was starting to be the same. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, nobody kind of like, niggas just wanted new shit, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas wanted new shit, right? Like as soon as God seen God, it's just like time for some new shit. You know what I'm saying? We need some new shit, right? We was enjoying it, right? The angels was enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? God and guys was enjoying it. And oh, let's make some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why new stuff still be popping up on Earth and shit. And scientists like call it evolution and shit. People was having reincarnations and stuff like that. Just as darkness. People time traveling and stuff and like, right? That's why a lot of angels don't be speaking to a lot of people, right? Angels gotta learn how to keep secrets. You get what I'm saying? Because imagine you time travel like trillions of years. You know what I'm saying? This was before the first thing died, right? This was before the first body, the first thing died. You get what I'm saying? And so there's angels who know about shit. Shit about to get crazy, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to tell nobody. They don't want to tell the people who's actually born naturally, the people who wasn't time traveling. You know what I'm saying? The people who in that linear time. This is before humans and all that stuff. Like, y'all creation story be right when you be talking about like creating humans and all that stuff, but that stuff happened like trillions of years after the actual creation. You know what I'm saying? After God and Goddess met. The real creation is when God and Goddess met. You know what I'm saying? They literally came from nothing. They came from a void realm. That void realm still exists. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at personally. You get what I'm saying? In my actual spiritual, like, life. You get what I'm saying? I be giving y'all, like, stuff I already done did. And, like, a lot of times there's, like, stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm 100% sure this is what it is, right? But I'm on some, like, void stuff now, right? God taking me through the void and shit like that. Like, I was really astral traveling there, like, years ago, but I couldn't even go. You know what I'm saying? I had a video talking about it. I couldn't even go. Like, I can go now. But, you know, there don't be nothing there. It really don't be nothing there but us. You know what I'm saying? It really don't be nothing there. I don't know. I might go there, though. It's a very safe place. It's a very sacred place, though, right? People don't get attacked there. You get what I'm saying? Nothing bad has ever happened there. Most spirits don't know about it. You get what I'm saying? They can't throw rocks there and they arrows there. They fireballs don't reach over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get, like, misconceptions of heaven. You get what I'm saying? The first thing that was made was really like heaven, but it was heaven to them. You know what I'm saying? It was heaven that God and Goddess, right? Just being next to each other. You know what I'm saying? This was before death, right? People view heaven now as like a place they can see their dead homies and their dead family members and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. You want to go do that, you can go do that, right? But originally, heaven was just love. Like, oh, we can love each other, right? We don't need nowhere to do it, said. You know what I'm saying? We was in the void, right? We don't need no bodies. We don't even need no bodies to do it. We ain't had no bodies. You know what I'm saying? God and guys ain't had no bodies. They ain't had no place. It was a void. They're like void beings, right? They're like, oh, this is like true love. Like, this shit manifests naturally. Like, we literally like are like magnets. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like destiny. You get what I'm saying? It was literally just the destiny. But you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I got shot out, right? I was in God for a long time. God was making darkness. You get what I'm saying? God started making like prototypes of planets and shit like that. It wasn't no even real planet yet. It was like prototypes and shit. Like developer mode shit. And my like, you know what I'm saying? My twin flame already got shot out by mom and shit. So I'm like, might as well shoot out now. You know what I'm saying? Mimic them. You know what I'm saying? That's all we was really doing, mimicking them, right? But I got bored and shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us be sleep. We be sleep for like billions of years. You know what I'm saying? I was asleep for like billions of years. You know what I'm saying? After I got shot out. like a baby for real. I was like actually playing out them baby energies, right? Because I was a time traveler, right? A lot of the angels wasn't playing out no baby energies. They ain't never seen no baby. You know what I'm saying? The ones who was naturally made there, right? The time travelers, we playing out stuff we done seen billions of years, you know what I'm saying? On some fortune teller, futuristic prophecy. We got all that, you know what I'm saying? Because we actually time travelers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I'm sleepy. Like, I just went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was probably the first nigga to go to sleep ever. Like, I just went to sleep. I was like, you know, shit. Like, that's all I really wanted to know. I just want to know how this shit was made. And I figured it out. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I ain't really too interested in none other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to sleep. A lot of, you know, spiritual people astral travel over there, you know, and try to just send their mind, their soul, their spirit to this time. A lot of these people don't be angels, though, so they get the story a little bit messed up. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think there's, like, water there, right? In the void, there's no water there. Like, that's what I mean. Water is not nothing. Water is a very powerful something. Water is an element. There was no elements there at all. You know what I'm saying? There's no water, no fire, no air, no earth there. You know what I'm saying? These things came, like, billions of years later. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to go there and you're not an angel, right? Because we know this, right? Because we was in God. You know what I'm saying? We was safe. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to get attacked by the void. We didn't even have to know what the void was, how to survive the void. We learned these things later. When we originally went there, though, we didn't have to have those techniques and that power to survive the void. Like God is. You know what I'm saying? Because we in God, we already kind of taking his power. You know what I'm saying? We protected from his power, right? It's like your blood cells don't got to pay taxes. You do, though. You know what I'm saying? Your organs don't got to eat. You know what I'm saying? You do. You make sure your organ is good, your eyes good, your stomach good. You know what I'm saying? Your breath don't stink. You know what I'm saying? You shower, right? Your body just there. You know what I'm saying? Your body is like, if this motherfucker gonna take care of me, right? We like his body at this point, right? Before he even had a body, you know what I'm saying? Because we time traveling, we thinking this how it's supposed to go and shit. But the people who think it's water, y'all got lost. You know what I'm saying? Because, right, mom was just dancing, right? Dad was humming. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? The mantra's real good, right? God was doing this stuff first. God, you know what I'm saying? Humming and shit, right? That's like an air element. You know what I'm saying? People think it was air there, but it's really just God humming. So them vibrations going off, and people get lost in these like weaker spaceships and weaker vessels, and they spirit go there and see it, but they get lost in it. You know what I'm saying? Thinking there's air there, it was really just God humming, or thinking there's water there, right? Mom was just dancing, making waves. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they were in the universe, you get what I'm saying? The universe probably would have got destroyed. Like, that's how strong these vibrations and these waves is, how strong the void is, period. If you go there in a void, you're not prepared for the void. You ain't never talking about astral traveling to the void and shit, but you talking about, you know, the creation story. Like, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You get destroyed in the void without experience, right? You seen mom dance, that shit would destroy your ass. You ain't know that was mom. You ain't know what the fuck going on. You gonna think it's water. She wasn't even making no water. This is before water. She dancing. But it's damn near like she making water, because she just dancing. She vibing and shit. Like God, like humming and shit, damn near like he making air. You know what I'm saying? But this is before that shit. Don't get lost in that shit. That shit ain't come till billions of years after. These are like primordial energies, though. You know what I'm saying? You go there and you not in goddess, you not in God, you don't think it's water for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, mom probably protecting these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So you don't be in a void. The void is really like fire. You know what I'm saying? The void like another hell for real. The void is fire. Like, you gonna fucking, it burn everything. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to exist. It burnt through reality. It's like a fire. So you thinking there's water there, probably really just mom protecting your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you was really there, you would have been birthed there. You'd have been made out of love and shit. You know what I'm saying? You'd have been there. Right? You wouldn't have been told stories about it and shit. And get mixed up in different fake stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? You'd have just been there. You'd have been there hiding and shit. You'd have been there waiting to be born. Like a baby. You know what I'm saying? You'd have been there not making no noise and shit. Just watching what's going on and shit. Not getting beat up by the ocean or, You know what I'm saying? Like getting hypnotized and shit, right? People gotta realize, like, humans get hypnotized by other humans, okay? And so magicians and shit, doing sleight of hand on y'all. Right, but beyond that, we get blinded by like beauty. We get hypnotized by beauty. You know what I'm saying? Thick girl walk past the barbershop with BBL or something. Right, all the dudes get damn near hypnotized. You know what I'm saying? Right, tall, dark, and handsome dude walk through a bar. Right, half the girls get hypnotized. Right, got good smelling cologne and shit. Right, we can get hypnotized by motherfucking people. Okay, so imagine an angel or a demon or another. You know what I'm saying? Just higher dimensional spirit. Right, these things can hypnotize us. You know what I'm saying? It takes experience and practice to not get hypnotized by even an angel or something, or like a lesser god. You know what I'm saying? You see mom, you see dad, for real, they hypnotize your ass. You don't know that's what they look like. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even look like nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? They just like, you just gonna see it like, you know what I'm saying? If your eyes open, you really gonna see nothing if your eyes not open. If your eyes really open, you gonna say, why is that doing that? You know what I'm saying? You're going to start questioning, like, why is that shit, it look like it's vibrating and shit. You know what I'm saying? You might start thinking it's a spirit or something, right? From an observer point of view. So, like, a spirit, right? Because, like, God got all these spirits in him already. Before God even had a spirit, God had spirits in him, right? Like, that's why they be saying, you know what I'm saying? They get some stuff right in these books, right? Like, God knew us before we was born and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? God just wasn't worried about that. I wasn't worried about us, right? That's his destiny, you know what I'm saying? He was worried about goddess, you know what I'm saying? God wasn't worried about us and shit. God is worried about, you know what I'm saying? Impressing God and shit. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the universe made it right. These motherfuckers down traveling, you know what I'm saying? That's how we about to do this shit. That's it. Alright, I don't want to scare nobody. I want to say the void is like another hell. You know what I'm saying? But it really is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta peep though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know scary stuff on some, you the son, daughter guy, okay, you can go to hell. You know what I'm saying? You can go to heaven, whatever. You can go to the void. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta learn how to travel through these places, right? You gotta get your license, you gotta get your permit. You know what I'm saying? Your astral traveling permit, your astral traveling license. You know what I'm saying? But the void, right? When you imagine this place of nowhere, right? Not to, you know what I'm saying, rattle your brain. Let's just say a place, whatever, right? A place with nothing but God, and God is there, right? And they don't know each other yet, right? Minus the time traveling stuff, right? There was an actual real point in time they didn't know each other, right? Linearly. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to think about it like, if you're going to think about it that way, you know what I'm saying? You can think about it that way, right? But again, time traveling, you know what I'm saying? They always know each other. They always know each other, for sure. But if you want to think about it linearly, right? There was a time, right? Because time don't be mattering. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, time don't matter. But there was a time they didn't know each other. And they was in this void. Right? They vibrating and shit. The void is gonna take like their energy. You get what I'm saying? Like your room take your energy, your house take a little bit your energy, your car take your energy, your job take a little bit your energy. You know what I'm saying? The place kind of starts becoming like the humans. Like the spirits there, right? The earth starting to become like the humans and shit. We got mushrooms that can eat plastic and all kind of shit, right? The place start taking the energy of the beings who live there, right? If they're strong beings, if they're weak beings, right? The beings start taking the energy of the place. If they're a strong being, the place start taking the energy of the being, right? So the void starts being almost as powerful as God and Goddess, right? Imagine this is like power, right? This is fire. This is desire. You get what I'm saying? This is love. You get what I'm saying? This is strength. This is power. This is all knowing. All this type of energy starting to like fill up the void. You know what I'm saying? Not really. It's not really feeling it, but it's there, right? Your spirit gonna feel it. Imagine like God, the biggest Nephilim there ever was. Imagine how big the sun is. It's like the void is huge, right? The void is nothing. You know what I'm saying? The void is small, right? It don't matter. Like the void is small, right? But these energies there, huge. They become the biggest energies ever. You know what I'm saying? And this is the place that contains them in their true form, right? Imagine the void is really the home of God and Goddess. You get what I'm saying? So this place is like on fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these angels, right, be on fire, right? Like fire is a good energy. You know what I'm saying? Fire is a really good energy, right? The sun on fire brings life and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fire element, very, very strong, right? Don't demonize the fire element, but it's a whole lot of fire there, right? Guys start singing, they think it's air there. You know what I'm saying? Moms start dancing, they think it's water there. People always forget earth, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really floating, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even no earth. The earth there really just the love and the care, you know what I'm saying? It's really just love, you know what I'm saying? Love can be earthy, right? Love can be earthy as in like gifts, right? Presence, you know what I'm saying? Like touch, right? Love can also be fiery, right? Like a desire, right? A lot of times love be more fiery than earthy, you know what I'm saying? Love can be watery, right? Emotional, you know what I'm saying? Good emotions, right? Love can even be like air, right? Lighthearted and shit, you know what I'm saying? So these people who come outside of God, right? They ain't go hide inside of God and shit. They was try to go be born and shit, be the first creations and shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of us are trying to be the first creations, right? Hiding in God, hiding in Goddess. Right? They gonna start thinking it's fire there and water there and air there and earth there and shit. But it's really nothing, right? If you are an observer, right, shit gonna look different than if you actually in the game. You know what I'm saying? You on the bench is gonna look different if you actually in the game. You're gonna be seeing shit that the observers don't see. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got referees and shit. And they supposed to see everything. You know what I'm saying? So he was really there. You gonna see it wasn't no fire yet. It wasn't no water yet. It wasn't none of that. Right? Because we was in God. You know what I'm saying? God don't get burnt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But super peace and super blessings. I hope you have a super day, a super week, a super month, a super year. We're working with our super angels. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.